College football Saturday continues with a great showdown here on EA Sports. It's the Michigan Wolverines and the Nebraska Cornhuskers. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's check in with our sideline reporter, Holly Rose.
One of the most dedicated fan bases in all of sports, Lincoln, Nebraska is home to Memorial Stadium. 85,000 strong, pack it in every time this team kicks it off. Lincoln becomes one of the most special places to watch a college football game. Definitely a bucket list item. Nebraska continues to be one of the strongest traditions in college sports. Guys, back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly. So Nebraska's kicker heading to the football to start this 2026 season. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. They give it to the freshman, his first carry. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one. You put on that winged helmet, and the one thing you want to do is establish the running game.
No matter who the coach is, no matter who the players are, it's a tradition. It's physicality. That's how they've built this brand at Michigan. And I think no matter who's there, it's going to be how they continue to build on that tradition.
Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Here's Bryce Underwood to throw. With the catch, it's Stewart.
Slant routes, they're good against man coverage, but they're good against zone coverage too. If that receiver can find the soft spot between the linebacker and the DB, you'll take that throw all day.
The Wolverines in a good spot here with 2nd and short. They go play action, Bryce Underwood. Now rolling to the left. Grab near the marker. It's Owens. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
I mean, some quarterbacks have a hard enough time just completing passes in the pocket, but to do it on the run, like when you got that kind of speed and that kind of momentum going, it takes a special kind of athlete, and that quarterback, he's a different breed.
And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on 1st down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Throws for the tight end. Fires into traffic, intercepted. Not the way you want to start your first drive, and the defense forces a turnover. So the opening drive of the game, and you spin it up. That's not the way to get things started.
Coaches are always preaching about not committing penalties and winning the turnover battle. So you're able to go on this first drive, and you're doing a couple positive things, and then turn it over, not the start this offense wants.
Here's how the career starts. His first carry. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a 1st down at the 44. Nebraska's had a lot of guys to feed over the years. Mike Rozier, Roger Craig, I am hip. But you don't know who's going to get it with this running attack.
Yeah, but I do know this, Reese. Whoever gets it is going to run the football physical. And Nebraska's going to be very happy. Their fan base will be jacked if they establish the physical ground game, because that's who they are.
And the thing you got to watch out for with this running back is he's pretty streaky. When he breaks off a big one, more big runs normally follow soon after, and you're seeing it now on the last two plays. Big-time plays back-to-back, and you know right now he's calling for the ball again.
Ripping off the huge gain down to the 17-yard line.
Man, what a start for this offense. That's what you kind of want, man. You want to get in a rhythm. You want to get in the flow. Now, you don't expect 3 plays and 3 first downs, but they'll absolutely take it. But coming out the gates with energy, with passion, executing at a really high level.
The defense wins that one, and the offensive line was challenged by their coaching staff coming into this game to try and get push up front and establish the line of scrimmage. They're going to have to do a better job running than that if they're going to win this one.
Quarterback may change this route. They'll keep it on the ground. Might have a chance. Got some room into the goal line. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Nebraska!
What a luxury for an offense to have. The ability to set the tone on the ground, giving that guy the football time after time, making offense easy, being physical, and really setting the tone for this football game.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Wolverines offense heads out, ready to go on the attack. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Throwing, Underwood. He's going to fire deep. They went for it all on first down, didn't connect, but it gave the D something to think about. Guys, let's chat about Michigan. You start the season top 25, clearly expectations are flying your way, but with that might come some roadblocks.
Well, I think you got to take every week and every opponent.
And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. And the Wolverines want to move quickly. Bryce Underwood from the gun on third down. Looking long. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. He'll try to take it back. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Cornhusker offense is out and ready to go on the attack. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. They'll go right back to the run. Here's a little room there. He'll get it all the way to the 13-yard line before he's forced out of bounds. He now has 56 yards on the ground in the first quarter. What a tremendous start to this season. Looking to throw, it's Calandria. Pucks it out of the air. Down to the 3-yard line, and that's where they'll have it, 1st and goal.
This offense has put a pretty good drive together, man. Like showing a little bit of balance, back-to-back plays, creating some chunks of yardage, and now really set up in a position to do a 1st and goal, and the defense, their heads spinning a little bit because mixing the run and pass really well on this drive.
And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Husker!
And he's in for his 2nd touchdown, man. He knows what to do when he gets down. He knows how to get in the end zone, and I love when you can run the football as you get close to that goal line. Be the more physical team, and they're doing just that.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Here's Underwood to throw. Fires left. Got a man. It's Marsh. Out across the 40 and forced out of bounds at the 42. And now this offense is clicking. We talk a lot about Michigan building its offense around the running game, but they've always had an effective quarterback who can make plays down the field.
And I think some people hear effective, Reese, and take that as an insult, right? Like, I don't want to hear about my quarterback being effective. I want him to be explosive. I want him to be dynamic. But Michigan doesn't really have those guys most of the time at that quarterback spot. But when they find those good ones, they have great seasons.
Okay, here's the bad news. They're down by a lot of points really early in this game in the first quarter. The good news is there's a lot of football left. The better news, they finally get a big play through the air. That's the kind of play that can spark some confidence and completely turn this thing around.
Caught, and he's got room. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down. The Wolverines are in the hurry-up. Underwood escapes the pressure to his right. The quarterback bought as much time as he could, but the defense got to him and sacked him.
And for quarterbacks throwing the ball down this close to the goal line, because there's so many bodies in such a small space, oftentimes routes take a little bit longer to develop, and it forces quarterbacks to have to hold on to it a little bit longer. That's the risk and danger with throwing the ball so close to the goal line. You might get sacked.
Gets the back moving. Babe, got some room, headed to the goal line. Runs it into the house. Touchdown, Michigan.
And that's what makes this quarterback so dangerous, fellas. He can hurt you throwing the ball, but man, is he ever dangerous and explosive with his feet. You have got to be able to get this guy on the ground. If you don't, he has got way too much wiggle and speed. You saw it right there.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Nelson. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. The run to the right. There he goes. He's now up to 70 yards rushing in this game. What a way to start the new season. We've come to the end of the quarter, and Nebraska is on top. One period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Might be calling a hot route. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Fires to the big fella. Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything. Get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive chunks.
The give to the tailback. And he was greeted by a host of defenders and barely gets it back to the line of scrimmage.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened.
Looking to throw, it's Calandria. Makes the catch. And he gets it done on third down. They move the chains and they'll mark it at the 44. The Cornhuskers are moving quickly down the field.
Here we go. Ready. Check. 95-96 bridge. 95-96 bridge. Go.
Looking downfield on first down. Pulls it in. Good pickup, but a little bit short of the sticks.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Leaves it with the back. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. This Husker running attack will hit you from all angles. You never know who's going to get it next.
Yeah, it's kind of like playing that hat game on the stadium jumbotron. Like, where's the ball underneath which hat that's going to move around? Always a lot of deception with this Cornhusker offense.
They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. And the Huskers come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Second down, they'll go to the air. Fires one high and deep. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on second down, and they'll be left with a third down.
Well, you see them there taking the shot. I think the thought process is look, we've had so much success early in this game running the football. Let's see if we can now take advantage of the defense throwing the ball over their heads. They're going to be expecting run. Safeties and linebackers are all going to be playing downhill trying to stop that. If we get the one-on-one opportunities to the outside, we have got to take shots. That one fell incomplete, but they should keep trying this as the game goes on.
The Huskers are facing 3rd and inches. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. Really nice job to convert that third down, and they've got it at the 33.
And that's a good job by this defense, man. They got him in 3rd and short, but, man, they've got to do a better job. If they want to get back in this football game, like, they've got to force some field goals. They've got to force some punts. They've got to force something to go their way, and they've got to be better on 3rd down.
Back to throw, it's Calandria. Unloads it left. Got him downfield. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
Really nice job responding by the offense here. They watched the opponent go down the field and score a touchdown on that last drive, and you can see the quarterback there in the commercial break. He's telling his guys, let's go. We're going to go get this one. Everybody lock in. And that's what you're seeing on this drive. Doing a really, really nice job. They look confident. They're trying to score a touchdown themselves.
The Cornhuskers have it with a 1st and 10.
Check, check. 1832, soldier. 1832, soldier. Here we go. Ready. Where did he go?
One running back in the backfield, and he has it. They'll wrestle him down at the 4-yard line after that run. He now has 85 yards on the ground, a very productive first half here in the season opener. They'll keep it on the ground. And he surges across the line. Touchdown, Cornhuskers!
I know we're only in game 1, but in this half, you've got to be excited about what you've seen from this offense. Really nice rhythm. Quarterback's got great command on the field with respect to what they're trying to do, and they've got some weapons. I can't wait to see what this offense does this year.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And they finish it off with the score from the 4. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. The offense couldn't get the snap off in time, and it'll cost them. Play action with Underwood. Caught over the middle. It's Marshall. Hard-hitting tackle. There's not a lot more beautiful in football than the play action and the open tight end.
Yeah, because it freezes those linebackers. It freezes those safeties because they have to come up for a second and play the run. And then the big tight ends, big targets on the back end can catch the football and make big plays.
Going for the big play. And he throws his third pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. A dangerous cover man and a dangerous return man after the pick as he gets it all the way to the 44-yard line.
I'll tell you something, in college football, you're lucky if you get 2 interceptions in a season. This guy now has 2 interceptions. In the first half of this game, he's been reading the quarterback's eyes, and he has been everywhere, an absolute ball hawk.
That's caught. It's Nelson. He's brought down the one, a play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line.
And another connection and another big play for this offense. And they keep the gas to the floor. Like they're still throwing the football, still making big plays. And this defense, they still have found 0 answers in how to get back in this football game.
Down to the 12-yard line, it's first down. They'll move the wide receiver. They'll try the left side. Pull down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt.
You got to love the physicality up front by the defense there, allowing only a minimal gain. These are big bodies on the D-line. They eat up blocks, allow the linebackers to run free and make stops.
Unleashes to the end zone. Fires the pass. Intercepted. And he will step out of bounds, but what a play to get the ball back for his offense.
And I tell you what, when defenses play zone, all eyes are on the quarterback. You have a zone to drop to, but you're setting on the quarterback, reading his eyes. Great job by the defense, understanding the ball was coming out, breaks on the football, goes and makes the INT.
Here's Bryce Underwood to throw. Incomplete, and they got a hand on that right at the line of scrimmage.
And I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now, why they're trailing on the scoreboard, is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
To the air, it's Underwood. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
You know about this running back's versatility, and he's made some plays in this game so far, catching the ball. That time, though, he had no shot. Defender bearing down on him. They're able to get the hit and make sure it falls incomplete.
The black shirts looking to this crowd, and they are delivering energy on this big third down. Looking to the big tight end. Got his man downfield. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47.
That was a really nice throw down the field. This is a quarterback who prides himself on his downfield accuracy, and that's a play they desperately needed here. Not a lot of time left at the end of the first half, but that big completion now puts them in range to score some points here at the end of the half.
And they'll bring him down after a short pickup.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Throwing, Underwood. Pressure coming. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down.
And I love the change in decision-making, right? That was a much better job. Last possession, tried to force it in there, threw the interception. This possession, it's not there. Take off and scramble. Great job. You got enough athletic ability to do that. Big third down conversion by this offense.
Under fire. Had to throw it before he wanted. He just treated that thing like a hot potato, and they're going to call him for grounding. Still second down, but now the offense is operating behind the chains. Looking downfield, it's Underwood. And his throw is incomplete.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
Underwood from the gun on third down. Makes the grab. They'll knock him down right at the 35-yard line. Still a lot of ground to cover to get to the first down marker. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. And on fourth down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. They'll have to settle for a field goal attempt. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in the sea of noise. Good, right down the boulevard. That cuts into the deficit. It's now 21-10.
And that's a nice end to this first half. Put points on the board, create a little bit of momentum. You're still losing, I know. Go into the locker room, talk about some adjustments, and come out with some momentum.
And no chance at a return. Here they'll start this drive at their own 25. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. And as we work our way toward halftime, timeout on the field. Barring a penalty, this will be the final play of the first half on 1st and 10. Might be changing the route. Back to pass, it's Calandria. Bringing the heat. Pass is incomplete, and half comes to a close on that play. We played 2 quarters here and reached halftime, and we will now check in with Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, we welcome you into the Week 0 edition of the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We begin with Texas Tech in their matchup against the number 2 team, the Oregon Ducks. And it's the Ducks on the losing end right now of a tight one. This legit playoff contender kind of stumbled out of the gates, and while there is time to turn things around, they had better start soon. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. They opened this third quarter on top, and they built the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made a huge statement, too, just proving to the other team that they're more physical, they're winning in the trenches. So here in the second half, David, just keep demoralizing this defense by pounding the football.
Yeah, and I'm not going to let that happen. I riled up my guys at halftime. We're going to put more people in the box, and we got to come out and meet the physical challenge of this offense.
And after the loss on that last one, an all-important second down play from the 12. The give on the option. And he had no option on that one. Defense ready for anything, and they stop him right at the line of scrimmage.
That's a big stop for the defense. That running back has had so much success. You're down in the football game. You need to get the ball back to your offense. You create a play like this. This will get the fires going, get the juices going. Now we got to go get a few more.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
That is a good omen for this defense. They were getting lit up in the first half. They knew something had to change. So to set the tone like this early on their opening drive of the third quarter and get a stop on third, that should really help their confidence.
Hauls it in and looking upfield. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Well, they finally stop him, but he found some running room on that return and really helps out his offense to start this drive. The Michigan offense heads out to get this drive started. So they get the ball back after the defense forces a punt, and I'm sure they tried to make some adjustments at halftime after a little bit of a rocky first half. Here's Underwood to throw. Got it. Makes his man miss. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down.
I like the running back there on the route and the patience he showed, really setting it up. He got to the defender, was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the first.
Here's a heat. Buying some time. Myers on the move. Couldn't hang on to that one. This defense has already picked off 3 passes, almost had the 4th. It'll be second down.
We've seen a lot of good hands in the back end of this defense in this game. They've got multiple interceptions. That was not a good example, though. That should have been another one, but they say people play defense for a reason.
They're dealing with a second and long. Trying the left side. They're trying to send a message with this running game. He stopped after a pickup of 4 to the 33.
And we knew the linebackers were the strength of this defense, but coming in the offense, man, they felt really good about their running back. And so far, man, it's been a fun matchup to watch, but advantage to these guys that have been filling gaps, scraping, getting to the football, making plays. This linebacker really held down this rushing attack that they usually hang their hat on.
Underwood in the gun on 3rd down. Missed receiver there. It's incomplete.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
Trailing by multiple possessions in the 3rd and desperately needing a score, they'll go for it on 4th down. Fourth down, Underwood. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. Touchdown, Wolverines! And here they come, almost all the way back.
On these critical 4th downs, as a quarterback, you've got to find your best matchup, and they didn't just get the first down. He had his guy one-on-one. He took a shot, and it pays off for a huge score.
He makes the catch for the 2, and now they're down by just a field goal. And he's going to bring this one out. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. Here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own. Turning it on! Out to the 35-yard line and a little extra breathing room with that 15-yard pickup. He now has 106 yards rushing, and he has busted the century mark in this season opener. So much for the tough field position. One play, and you're already to the 35. There's some room. Plenty of room on that play, and they find their way to the 36.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get conservative. That's 2 runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys near the line of scrimmage, not let them waste time, and try to get their offense the football back?
Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Really good job by the defense, seeing it and going and getting it. Nice job understanding the touch pass. It could happen. Those guys go in motion, man. I got to understand, safety's got to see that and start flying down, getting ready to play that. Nice job by the defense being ready for that play.
Fires to the big fella. No chance to run, but still a solid pickup on that one.
Well, you hear all the time that the tight end's the QB's best friend. You saw a perfect example of it on that last play, right? Second down, you need to pick up some positive yards to keep this third down manageable. Really nice job of executing that.
Looking to pass. It's Calandria. Moving out to the right. It's caught downfield. Goes down immediately, but that's just what they needed. It'll be a first down. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
Yeah, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you.
Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Nebraska! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Man, it's so nice to have an offense that can do so many different things and attack you different ways. When you run the option the normal way with a running back, the defense knows how to play it. But how about this? The receiver out wide, now a little confusion. QB takes advantage and punches it in for 6.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Underwood. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. A full dive to haul that one in. It is plays like that that'll let you pile up some serious passing yards.
Man, what an effort. I mean, the layout to be able to catch the football, keep it off the ground. Nice job by this receiver, and that's why this quarterback's had a day. Guys making plays all over the field.
Got the back over the middle. He stopped at the 32, picks up 10 on the play, and gets the first down.
And a running back who can take a dump-off pass like that and take it for a gain, that can really be a quarterback's best friend. It's an easy way to rack up touches, but also get the ball to your playmaker in open space.
He caught it! Touchdown, Wolverines! And the comeback is on!
Hey, man, I don't know what they talked about at the half, man, but this team is rolling, doing an unbelievable job getting the football, putting it in the end zone again, and how about the defense doing their job, Palmer? Momentum is crazy in college football, but here in the second half, they've come out and seized it.
Yeah, this has been a master class in complementary football. Offense doing their job, the defense getting off the field, giving it back to the offense, everything going their way, and you're right. College football, we see momentum shifts all the time. All of the momentum, all of the good juju right now, clearly on their side.
This drive will commence from their own 11-yard line. Quarterback making adjustments. They'll run it from the gun. Found just enough running room. He picks up 4 to the 15. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. To the air, it's Calandria. Catch in the middle, it's Mills. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
I think a lot of people wonder why you don't throw more slant routes. It's just nowadays wide receivers are so big, so thick. You throw it to them, the DBs can't go through their bodies to get them, and most of the time you get positive yards like you do right here.
Quarterback run is part of their game plan. He'll be stopped at his own 23-yard line, but he's got enough to move the chains and pick up the first down.
And you see this so much in college football, man. Now, short yard situations, you give it to your QB, you get the extra blocker, and it's just really hard to stop, man, because he still is a thrower, and there's still that threat. But nice job being physical on the line of scrimmage by this offense.
Could not make his way to the corner.
This offense is going to try and stretch the field vertically and horizontally. They did there throwing it to their running back, but the defense, they were in perfect position to make that play for no gain.
Into the third quarter of this opening week of the season, it's now 2nd and 10. Back to pass. Moves around to clear up the vision. Going to try to get it himself. He scrambled forward and got a few and turned that into a positive play. And the Huskers are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. To the ground to try to move the chains. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the 3rd period. We've reached the break. It's Nebraska holding the lead and sitting in a good spot as we wrap up the 3rd. Let's take a look at our game stats while we have a break in the action. 1 quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic 4th quarter finish. They go back to work in the final period of this one.
Here we go. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Ready, go.
They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43. Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on 1st down. It's 2nd and 3. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Looking for a man. It's Calandria. Here's the pressure. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
Well, they're trying to hit the slant, right? That's a bang-bang type play. It's got to happen fast. Good throw. Receiver just couldn't come up with the catch.
They have it at the 43, 3rd and short, trying to avoid making a decision on 4th down. Runs through the tackle. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense.
And this defense has got to be jacked up, man. They finally forced the 4th down, right? They've gotten a couple of 1st downs, got some.
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. On 4th down, looking for the completion. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work.
I like the idea to go for it there on 4th down. You're basically at midfield, and you've got confidence in your guys to be able to go out. You've got experience in this offense. Guys have made these types of plays before. That time, the defense stepped up, they bowed up, and made a better play and take over. Now you need your defense to get on the field in a sudden change situation and get you the football back.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Here's Bryce Underwood to throw. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. He's going to fire to the left. Touchdown, Michigan! And they've moved out front here in the 4th.
And man, oh man, I don't know how you leave that guy open for the touchdown. Like some kind of miscommunication on the defense. He has had a big day. He's a go-to guy. Palmer, I don't know what you saw with your quarterback eyes, but it looked like a bust by the defense.
Yeah, and that's inexcusable by this defense because this guy's already burned you in this game. He's lighting you up. If there's anybody that you got to be aware of, if there's one player that you have to know where he's lined up every single play, it's him. So for the defense to allow him to be that wide open on that play at this point of the game, no bueno on D.
So the Nebraska offense heads out to start this drive. So now they take over. This momentum has been completely taken away from them, but still an opportunity to put together a late drive. Complete to the right. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
This is a shootout. Both offenses up and down the field. They're generating explosive plays. It feels like which team has the ball last may win, but
they'll have a 1st down here. Week 0 game that is living up to all the hype and anticipation. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Oh, no, the ball popped out. Defense covering it up and not. The offense get it back. It's a turnover. The coach still thinks he was right. The officials say he was not. The challenge is denied and the timeout is gone. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. And they've got a little bit of a cushion here, David. If they can add to it on this drive, it would be nice.
And it definitely makes a little bit of a difference. Knowing I'm up by more than a field goal, obviously, Jesse, my mindset switches, and I know I can't make mistakes.
Yeah, and David, I don't think they have to reinvent the wheel on offense here. What they've been calling has been working. Just get back to doing what you're good at.
And I like the first thought process right here. Run the football. We want to run that clock with the lead. Thank you to the defense for forcing that turnover, setting us up. Now, if we could put a few first downs together, we're looking really good.
To the ground. He's got it again. Shakes off the defender. Could be an alley. Touchdown, Michigan. Once he got some room, it was over.
And, man, a lot of times late in games, you see offenses, they get very conservative, very predictable, and then they leave it in the hands of their defense. I like this execution, man. The offense continues to do what they do, and they take the 2-score lead in the fourth quarter, everything going in their direction.
Looks like he's going to bring it out. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. The Cornhusker offense is out and ready to go on the attack. Time is running short. They've let this game get away from them a little bit. They must get something done here to have a chance to pull it out late.
Love the physicality of the secondary on defense. That defender got to the football, was able to separate the receiver from the ball, and did it legally. Beautiful job.
Back to throw. It's Calandria. Oh, they're after him. This time he's got his man. And they pick up just a few on that completion. The Huskers headed quickly to the line. Now the play fake. Fires to the wideout. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up.
One of the biggest reasons today why this offense is losing in the game is they haven't been able to get it going throwing the football. This guy still has not thrown a touchdown pass. They thought coming into this game they were going to have tons of success throwing it, but you got to give the defense credit. They watched the film. They've been mixing up their looks defensively.
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. On fourth down, they'll pass for it. Smashes through the tackle. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on fourth down, and they keep the drive alive.
Well, down 2 possessions. Good news is you get the completion. Bad news, though, did not get out of bounds. You know right now, saving the clock. That is at a premium for this offense.
The Cornhuskers come to the line with a new set of downs. Gonna look downfield again. Rushes on him. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
There's nothing better than being a defensive lineman and a defense period that pressure the quarterback, that gets hits on him, that make him feel uncomfortable, especially when you come into their building and you get everybody really, really quiet. That's a great feeling.
Trying play action. Here comes the heat. Got him for the sack. This defense turning up the intensity.
These are the perfect situations you love to be in. Known passing situations. These are not where the offensive tackles want to be. And when you're on the edge and there's no threat of the run, pin your ears back, get the nice first down sack.
Throws to the wideout. Makes a connection. Racing down the left side. The 10. Into the house. Touchdown, Husker. The Cornhuskers punch back.
This receiver is dangerous because of what he can do after the catch. Once he has the football, he is so good at making defenders miss. You saw it on that play.
Dropping back, it's Calandria. And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. They've been outstanding the last couple of possessions, both times winding up in the end zone, and they've grabbed the lead. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3. So they'll use a timeout here. One more remaining, and of course the 2-minute stoppage coming up as well.
The defense obviously at this point is trailing. They need to get the football back. They're expecting run. They know the offense is going to try and bleed the clock, so you've got to be good at the point of attack. They were right there. They gave...
Finding some room. The 20. He's at the 10. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Michigan.
Love the play call offensively. They knew the defense were crowding a lot of bodies close to the line of scrimmage, and once they were able to get into the second level, all they had to do was make one guy miss and get one good angle. And with the speed that ball carrier has, man, that thing was a sure shot touchdown.
Nebraska, 34.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Nelson. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you know, you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive, because last drive he had way too much time to throw.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long.
Here we go, ready.
Making side adjustments here. To throw, it's Calandria. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. Clock stops, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead. The defense all revved up after that earlier sack, and they'll try to stop them right here.
Booster. Go.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection.
After being stopped there on 4th down, this game's pretty much over. They were going to have to go down in a 2-minute situation, put at least 7 up on the board. They couldn't get it done. Things just haven't gone their way. It's been that type of day today. They're going to leave the stadium with the loss.
Trying to move the pile into the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2. Throwing, Underwood. Pocket breaking down. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Wolverines. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point splits the uprights. They got the ball in great field position, and bam, bam, 2 plays and into the end zone.
Michigan, 53. Nebraska, 34.
He'll bring it out. It's Nelson. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Back to pass, it's Calandria. Under fire. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
It's been tough for this QB in this one. Very small windows to throw into, and he's been under some duress as well. It's hard to find a rhythm as a QB in those types of situations, and that's why it appears as though his team's going to be leaving here with it now.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
And when I got a stud quarterback like they do, I'm going to protect him. I'm going to make sure that I keep him upright because he can do some serious damage. But this defense applying pressure and applying the hammer in this football game.
He cannot get there. It'll be 4th down. All right, let me jump in here. They are going to go for it on 4th down, and I'm not sure they have much choice in this situation. Likely a lost cause, but they'll throw it again. Flushed out of the pocket. A deep throw as the clock winds down. A sensational grab down the field there as they try to at least put a positive spin on the end of this game. The old coaching cliche, go win or no every week. And for the first week, they get it done.
Yeah, great start to the season. That's what you want. You want to come out, find a way to win. Was it perfect? Absolutely not. You're going to find things to work out throughout the season. But 1-0, that's where you wanted to be.
And I think if you're the coaching staff of this winning team, you've got to like what you've just seen. First game of the year, there was tremendous effort on the field. Guys flying around, flying to the football, trying to make the plays necessary to win this game. They definitely made a few mistakes, but that's what practice is for. But if you're the coaching staff, I think you're very, very positive right now moving forward.
That's going to do it for us as the season marches on. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.